Right. Hi, everyone. There seems to be a little bit of confusion around some of this stuff. So I wanted to hop on real quick and give you kind of a rundown, breakdown, helpful guides of some of these things and go through some examples. So if you're still struggling, you can get some help. First off, I wanted to let you know that I created this little cheat sheet. It's right here. Okay, so you may want to, if you're still struggling, take a look at this. It kind of breaks everything down in each type of chemical formula that we have covered. Okay, so take a look at that. It's a Unit 4 cheat sheet. It should be pretty valuable. Okay, so that's there if you want some help. Now let's do a couple examples. Okay, the first example is if I take my periodic table, and I'll just insert this right here. I'll add that there. Let me delete this. And I'm going to crop it so we just have the periodic table part, which is the important part. There we go. So the first couple examples that we worked on, the first couple ones that we did is we took elements from these two columns and we combined them. So we took these guys and we combined them with excuse me, my allergies are really acting up right now. And these guys. Okay, so this is pretty much what we would call a binary ionic compound. This is the easiest of compounds we have. Okay, so what you're going to do is you are going to take these elements. Let's say we are mixing rubidium with sulfur. Okay, rubidium with sulfur. So I need to know rubidium's charge. So I find rubidium, I scroll up to the top, and I find that rubidium has a +1 charge. Okay, so I'm going to write rubidium, Rb, and it has a +1 charge. Okay, and we are going to be combining that guy with sulfur. Rubidium and sulfur are going to get married. Okay, so here's sulfur right here. Okay, go up to the top, and that has a -2 charge. Okay, so let's write sulfur with a -2 charge. Now, when you go to marry these two, just like we would in a traditional wedding ceremony, they have to exchange vows or they have to exchange rings. Okay, so same thing happens with these guys. This one is going to want to come over here and come down, and then this 2 is going to have to come down here. So that's what we call crisscrossing charges. Now, we don't actually crisscross charges, we crisscross charges, and then we erase the positive and the negative charge part. So it just becomes a subscript. And then furthermore, we don't write 1, so I'm going to erase that 1 right there. And now this is my formula. Push that guy together. Okay, so I crisscross charges. Now, how do we name this guy? Well, the first part, this guy, because it's in the first 2 columns, you just name it what it is. Rb stands for rubidium, and I got to make sure I spell this right because I don't want to sound strange. Rubidium. Okay, there's rubidium. And then the next part, this second element. So whenever you have an element from this part of the periodic table, it gets changed to an IDE. That part gets changed to an IDE. Okay, so that's how you name it, rubidium sulfide. Okay, any questions on that, please let me know. Okay, so that's pretty much our first type of element, first type of compound. And that's all I got.